Okay, this would be the home screen for Blendspace. It is used in the web browser, which can be used on iPad and Android devices as well as on the website on a laptop. So they don't have a separate app for it. And basically you want to set up an account. I've already set up one, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. And this is what it's going to look like. When you initially sign in, you create your class. Okay, I've created one for the sake of this class, for demonstration purposes and for my own learning. So this class, these are the lessons, quote unquote, that I created for this class, which are really, these would be student projects. The Russia, Pakistan, China, I just set those up to have diversity of the students. So, and then basically you could add a new lesson or a new board if you think in terms of like Pinterest, where they're going to be collecting their resources. So I'm going to go to China. This is the group of students. They're from China. They decided to do their project collaboratively with their class code. They can get in and work on it even from home or together when they're in class. And it gives you an option to, these would all be blank at first. I put these items in. But you have an option to have different types of templates. Okay, and you can have different themes and whatnot. I kept it pretty simple just to demonstrate. And so I named it China. The students would name it China if that's where they were from. And on the right is where they can search for the items that they want to put on the boards. You have an option to add YouTube videos. You just drag and drop right into those boxes. You can search Google, although I think it's better if you find the images and save them on regular Google Images or Google Pages, because this search engine is not very good as I tested it. You can search Flickr right through this browser, search Guru, insert a web page, upload a media file, insert from Dropbox, from Google Drive, whatnot. So if I were to go to YouTube videos, and I'm going to search for, these students are from Chengdu, so I'm going to look for Chengdu restaurants because they're famous for their food. And the items that they search, they could just show up here as search options. They could also save them ahead of time, but when they could go through these and find one that they like, and then once these are, I'll show you an empty one. You just grab it and just put it right in the box. Okay, now this wouldn't be their final presentation for the lesson I described on the discussion board. This would be more of gathering their resources together collaboratively. They can each add things, and then from this they could glean their presentation on their country or culture. Now, once they actually develop the project, so let's say this is the final project. Let me just add one more thing in here so it's even. Okay. Say this, they could actually take pictures of their notes. What I would like to see as a teacher is, the collaboration. So if they were using small whiteboards to do mind maps and draw out ideas, I would have them take a photo of that and also load it up here to show the whole process of working out this entire project. They could do a demonstration, also in the project. So all of this would take time. It wouldn't be as simple as just dragging and dropping into this screen. But this is where they can organize it. I, as a teacher, can see what they've been working on, see if they've added anything. They could add their name under here so that I could see who worked on what, to make sure everybody was working. And I would be circling the room to kind of see what everybody's doing and assist them anyway. So say this was their final project, okay? They can go up, they could print it, but they could also click play. And here's where, we could put it up on a screen and they could, give a demonstration or do a presentation as a group of their findings. And on the right side, the other students can comment or give a thumbs up, which is nice for getting feedback and for interacting. They could be doing that while the presentation's even going on. Some of it's going on, so that they get immediate feedback. They could play the videos, right there on the screen and whatnot. Okay, But then for the actual assessment, if I wanted to take a closer look at it and save it all in one place, I can click Share. Well, this is the way I like to do it. There's probably another way to do it, but I'm new at this, so I'm going to find better ways to use this. It's just this is all new. I copy the link. Now they could also share it in all these other ways down here if you want to play around with that. And then what I did was go to insert web page, because that's the way it's worked with a address, with a web address. I paste the link for their project in there, and it will actually bring it up. Okay. Let's see if it'll stay on there if I click back. It may not. Nope. Okay. I have to do it again. So let me just put that link in here. This is the final project board. Okay. So the students could put their link in there. Oops. Okay. So the presentation will actually come up in the search box here, and I can just drag it over where each group or student, depending on how you do the project, will add theirs to this country and culture final project page. So each one could represent a different group's work. And if you edit the description down here, you can actually they could add their names to that. I just clicked one too many there. Okay, sorry, I clicked that too hard and it went back to the main screen. So you could write in the students' names or whatever information that you wanted to put in there. They could put their names in there, and then you could just put done. So from here, I would use this, information. Not only, you could set up each individual project. You could set up boards to see what the students are working on. So this, because I'm not the most organized person by nature, this is kind of a nice framework for me to keep everything in one place for interactive projects. So the last thing I just wanted to mention was that there is a gallery, and these are organized by different subject matter. So you could go in and see what other teachers have done in the past with different subjects. You can actually sell your lessons on here if you want to. So there's a lot. It's a great tool for teachers, and there's also tutorials available online if you want to learn more about how to effectively use it. Thank you.